All right, guys. So the rules of this session is simple, very, very simple. Everyone gets 10 minutes to speak. Since we are 10 here, that means 15 minutes. That means 100 minutes. If we are all going to speak, that means 100 minutes. Aside me, right? I think we're nine. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So that means 90 minutes. So for the next 1 hour, 30 minutes, we would be, or let's do 7 minutes instead. So 7 minutes should be long enough for everyone to be able to say what they have to say. Okay, and makes it 10. So 70 minutes. So 7 minutes is long enough for everyone to say what they have to say. You don't necessarily have to finish the 10 minutes, but what we'll be talking about is very, very simple. I want you guys to make sure that you pay attention. Now, it is very, very simple. From the breakdown I've gotten, what you are going to be discussing basically is uh, your MJM journey itself. Um, when did you join? If you had made profits, and tell us a brief history of your trading itself. And lastly, if you have actually done something different that uh, that has changed the way you have approached trading, or what you are planning to do differently in the future also if you have not made profits. So guys, go ahead and speak. Who wants to go first? Who wants to go
Please, sorry
first?
for
Um,
sorry for interrupting, sir. Please, wait till
um,
Mr. Goti here. Please help us tell him.
Mr. Rotimi should
what
go first.
I think Mr. Rotim is not even here. I think I
Yeah,
will
so
start since I dropped the template so that everybody can just follow suit.
all right, no problem. Go ahead.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. Before I go into all the necessary details, I just want to say the reason why I actually disturbed Mr. Joseph for this was because I believe we all have different ideas of how we approach the market, and sometimes we will say, I want to tell this person is DM. I want to tell, why not just be open about it? Make we kuku get the whole idea. Let it be open to all, since we are all approaching the market. Let it be that you tell me your idea, then I will say, okay, I not too like the idea. So that's one reason why I actually told Mr. Joseph we should have this. And I'm happy at least reasonable number of us that are active on live sections are here. And one more thing before I actually start, Mona no vex. Uh, for us, for everyone, I don't know when we joined, but for everyone that actually joined MGM, I want to tell you guys that we actually made one of the best decisions of 2026. And the reason being that there was this time I was listening. It was last week. I was listening to a podcast. Ebuka was interviewing two billionaires, and they mentioned something that would actually help everyone to become successful. They said two key things that can actually help anyone to be successful, and that is the knowledge you acquire and the people you surround yourself with. And trust me, in MGM, we are actually acquiring a very scarce knowledge, or something that most people did not even know before. I'm sure some of us here used to trade MT4, MT5. Me, I never had the privilege to. Psychology of trading. I'm sure if people had it then, there won't be stories of blowing accounts. And MGN has given us on a platter. Who do we surround ourselves with? We see Mr. Joseph, we see Mr. Daniel. At least we see Mr. Joseph every day. We see the work rate that he puts, we see the effort that he puts, we see account growth. Not just that, see guys here too, growing small account and all that is motivation. You understand? And I want to believe it's one of, I don't know other personal decision that we made this year, but I believe joining MGM is one of the best decisions we've made this year. So let's just go into it. I still have time, I believe. So I actually joined MGM January this year. And the next question is if I have made profit or not. Yes, I have made profit. My MGM story, I see I started with was $13. That was way back January. Okay, no, I used promo code, so it was times two. I think that should be 26. Then I grew it to what, $36 or so, and I withdrew. Then I think was it February or March? I actually used my first big equity. So I traded with $600 equity. I was able to make 100. No, I wasn't using dollar again. After that, my first account, I started using naira. So I was able to, that was 600k naira. I was able to make a profit of 100,000 within 4 5 days or so. But unfortunately for me, market condition was bad and I lost the profit. So that's why I was telling you guys that I made profits using big account, but I still lost it back to the market. Then I think during March or so, we also had a trading competition. I also made profit on that too. I ended fourth during the trading competition. My price tag was $55. Converting to naira, it was 75 naira. Because of how March was, and the price tag was credited to my account now. So I was trying to use it to try to recover because I lost so much equity. So when I won the trading competition, it was credited to my account. I was trying to use it to recover. I lost that one too. So when I say I made profit, but it didn't get to my bank account. So this is part of my story. Then the third time I had opportunity to trade another big account was recently in June. It seems, unfortunately for me, each time I'm having big equity, I'm always trading in bad market conditions. So in June again, first 4 5 days, I made 120k. Now this time I even Mr. Joseph asked me if I wanted to withdraw or, but consistency competition was going on, and at that time I was number one. So I was like, if I withdraw, I might go slow down my pace now. So I decided to continue, and as usual, I lost it again. So most of us are here now. We were here during June now. We saw how it was. Then, and the thing about it is that once we have that bad market condition, the following month is usually smooth. But I don't usually have that large equity again to continue. So that has been my story so far. So in total, I was trying to calculate all my profits. It was running to 300 and something thousand, but never reached my bank account. So that's my story so far. So the next point I'm going to is what am I trying to do different, or what's my plan? Okay, so far so good. My observation so far so good from the few months I've been here is that for us to actually make something reasonable from trading the financial markets, I mean something above, way above the what's it called, Nigerian minimum wage, it will be good if we actually trade. No shades to the small accounts, to we that have small accounts currently, but it will be good if we can have access to a big equity. Now, big equity doesn't necessarily mean we need to look for a million or two. Fine, if you get a million or two, fine. But this is what I do to get my big equity. I use the promo code to trade. Now, if you can get access to 500k, for example, use MJM AI 100 or MJM AI 200. Let's say you use MJM AI 100, you get a million naira, right? Now, with a million naira, now one thing with big equity is when you are using big equity to trade, You don't necessarily have to use your 10%. Let's use Mr. Joseph, for example. Have you guys taken note that Mr. Joseph traded with just 2%, like 2% of his equity? So that's why when Mr. Rotimi, not Mr. Rotimi, Mr. Shea was saying even in bad market condition, he's still in profit. He traded with 2%. If he loses 2%. But when you are losing 10%. Who lose 10% and who lose 2%? It go easy for person when lose 2% to grow now. Not be so. Uh-huh. But let's just say Mr. Joseph account is extra large. But let's focus on, go back to the example. You have ₦1,000,000. You go with 5%. Because that was what I did in June. I was actually growing with 5%, and in just 4 5 days, I made 120K. So even with that 5%, when you have a large account, even with 5% of your equity, you still see that you still be growing at a reasonable pace. Now, even if you still used to use 10%, it's not bad, because it's what the principle as it's part of our trading strategy and principle that you can actually use 10%. But with 5%, you can even grow better. I mean, you can even grow gradually. So if we can, let's try and get at least a loan of, if I remember last webinar, Mr. Daniel was speaking about loan. But honestly, I'll be frank with everyone, taking a loan is not for everybody, because it comes with its own pressure. But if you can handle it, fine, go for the loan. Use something reasonable to trade the financial market. And just imagine this July now. I was having discussion with Mr. Rotimi a few days ago. He was able to take 40 trades a day. That's because he has a large account. And I don't even know if he uses the promo code. So that's one thing I actually do. I use the promo code. If I can get access to loan, I get the loan. I don't know the provisions that we have. Yeah, I can only speak for myself. I get the loan, then I use promo codes to double whatever I'm taking to the market, so that I can use as low as 5% or 6% of my equity to trade. I also have trading plan. When am I to start? When am I to stop? When the market condition is bad, how many trades should I take? What time are the times that I'm going to be trading the market? I have those trading plan. How many profits have I made today? What are the losses? I started in May, and I kept having trading plan. Each time I'm trading a new account, because what I do most times, once I use a certain capital to trade for 30 days, I close that account, I open another one again. I don't think I've ever traded the market with just my raw capital. I always use the promo code to leverage on it, get double of my equity, then use 5% to grow most times. So that's one thing I do. Then another thing that I've observed about trading this financial market is, whether we like it or not, the reality is that months like June and March will still occur. Mr. Rotimi, no verse that they always reference you. He was speaking about being chaotic, like during July, that the market was a little bit chaotic. My brother, March was traumatic. Now let me describe March for people that were not here. In March, I lost a trade in the night. Now, my first trade in the morning was a full signal loss. Now, I waited till night again, another full signal loss. That was 10% I was using then. Oh. That's 30% gone. Now, to make matters worse, during that same week, I was on live session with Mr. Joseph. Network happened. On the last martingale, I double-clicked twice. Like, March was that traumatic. for me. For everybody, it was the losses. Mr. Joseph received his own from one live section to the other one. So I don't pray for market conditions like March to happen, but it's the reality of trading. Those type of market conditions will come. Let's just say the type of June, the type that happened in June. June was still nice now. June, you will use full signal, it will give you some few hours, you enjoy yourself, then you collect it back again. That was what June was doing. June was nice. So since those type of market conditions will come up, I think we should have a plan for it. I don't know. I believe everybody will have their separate ideas, though, but I feel if those type of market condition comes, that we see that you are losing full signal every day, every day. I think one thing we should all adopt is, or maybe if you know work for you, Sha, but I think one thing I want to adopt is what Mr. Joseph is doing now, taking 3 trades. Once I see that maybe 2 3 days back to back we are losing full signal, I won't be taking 5 trades again. That's what me I have concluded. I don't know if we have other ideas on how to tackle bad market conditions, because it will surely come, it will happen. Just as we have those smooth months. March was traumatic, then April came, and I think Mr. Joseph grew his $100,000 in was 2 3 weeks. So we really need to find a way and prepare for that bad market condition so that we won't lose too much. So when the sunny day come or sunny months come, we can enjoy ourselves as well. Because for me, I lose a lot. Yes, I don't lose my account. Losing my account while trading is not conversation for me. I know maybe some people are still here. I don't know, that's still battling with that, but that one is not the conversation for me. And if you want to learn how to protect your capital, there are webinars for it. I think what we should be focusing more is protecting your profits. Too much that the only when the bright still have enough. So that is the plan. Hello, am I audible? Hello, can anyone hear me? Anyway, I'm done speaking. Oh. Mr. Nunez, can please stay.